Good evening and welcome to my 12 days of Christmas videos. This feels a bit wrong, doesn't it? Wait a minute. There you go, Christmassy AF. Welcome to the channel, welcome to my 12 days of Christmas. I know a lot of people do like a Christmas gift guide or something along those lines. This is kind of like that, but I thought I'd do it at the start of December, so you've still got time to actually either put these things on your Christmas wish list or buy them for the motorcyclist in your life. I know, this is proper professional, isn't it? Look at that. So, on today, which is the 8th day of my 12 days of Christmas, now, the last couple of days have been something that's a bit more arty, a bit more stocking fillery. Now let's get back to something that's really useful, and that's got to be the Monimoto. I have one in my car, I have one in my motorbike, Emma has one in her motorbike, my dad has one in all of his vehicles. I say that like he's got 100. He's got a car, a bike and a van. If you want to see my bike getting stolen by George and me tracking it down with the Monimoto, I'll leave a link in the top corner up here if you're on a mobile device, and in the description below if you want to watch that video. They're just brilliant things, and they don't cost the earth as well. Right, so I'm not going to do a stupidly long video on the Monimoto, because if you have been watching my channel for a while now, you will know I quite often bang on about it, and I quite often do videos about it as well. I suppose they haven't sponsored me yet. I have had two versions of the Monimoto. One was the MM1 or MM2, one of the first original ones I did, and now I have this one, which is the MM7, which is the newest one they have. If you're not aware, these are a motorcycle GPS tracker. I did a comparison review between the MM1/MM2 and the MM7. This is essentially a 4G tracker, whereas the old version was only like a 2G, I think. It works across UK and Europe. I think you can get ones for the US, but don't quote me on that. So essentially it uses like an LTE I think it is network. It's essentially the 4G network that most of us use on our phones. Obviously I know 5G's now been rolling out, but you know, and then it also has the backup of the 2G GSM kind of network. Probably getting all of these wrong. Very quick rundown. This goes in your bike, you hide it somewhere in your bike. That is the tracker, that is the key fob. So the key fob goes ideally not on your bike keys, because if the bike gets stolen with the keys, then you've kind of made it redundant. So nice one, you. Put it on your person. I personally have this on my top box keys, which are separate to my bike keys. So that's always in my jacket or in my pocket or whatever. That and that talk to each other. When these are within, I think it's about 10 feet of each other, you can change the slider on the app to do like the sensitivity, which if, for example, my garage is right there, so if I left my keys here, there's a chance that the Monimoto might be in range. So I have my distance right down, so it's armed very quickly. As soon as they go out of range of each other, then this arms, and any movement, like even if it just did that, it sets off. Once this is set off, you get a ping on the app immediately. You then get a text and a call from Monimoto, and it just shouts alarm down the phone. Unfortunately, you don't get live updates on location, but you do get pings every 5 minutes with the newest location of the device. It would be nice if you can get live location and mapping and all that kind of stuff, but it's very good. The reason I went for this over something like a bike tracker, currently on the Monimoto website, is £129. That's it. It's £169 normally, like the RRP, £129 at the moment, and then the subscription fee is £35 a year. That's it. It's also standalone, so if and when I get new bikes or new cars or whatever, I can move it between my vehicles without having to do anything. I just have to dig it out from wherever I've buried it. A lot of the more well-known ones, like the Bike Track one, or there's loads of different ones, but they're like £300, £400, £500. You have to then pay to get them installed on your bike because they get wired into the system, and then the subscriptions are about £120 plus a year. Now, if you'd like to see a video of this in action, there was a video that George and I did last year, or it may even have been earlier this year. We went to a pub, I went in to bleed the lizard. He stole my bike and then I chased him down on his bike that he left in the car park. Luckily, he left me the keys. And that gives you a very, very good idea of how good this is and how accurate it is as well. Batteries on this are way, way better than the old version I had, the MM1 or MM2. I can't remember which one it is, which is why I keep saying both. On the website, it claims up to 12 months. I haven't had to change these since I bought it. They claim 12 months on the website. Obviously that gets rinsed the more you use it. So say for example, every week you clean your bike and you move it out of the garage without the fob near you and it goes off. And then you have to go onto your phone and silence it. Stuff like that will drain the battery. George stealing my bike and it being a couple of hours where I didn't get the bike back and that was constantly pinging, that drains the battery. When it's idle, that's what lasts up to like 12 months. Again, I haven't changed the batteries on this yet. Setup wise, it literally took about 5-10 minutes to do. It's just download the app, register your device and your key to the app, and then hide this in the bike somewhere. Now on my previous videos, I had a few different comments. One was about the battery life, which I've explained. One of them was, why can't I just stick a Apple AirTag or similar kind of tracking device in my bike? I get it, yeah, I mean, you could, I guess. There's no reason why you couldn't. I don't personally have Apple AirTags or anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think an Apple AirTag has movement sensors or anything like that in it. The only time you'll know that your bike has been stolen is when you walk back to the car park or you walk out to your garage and it's not there. Then you can look and find out. Picture me at work and my bike gets stolen, touch wood it doesn't. Say for example, my bike gets stolen at 11 AM, I finish work at 6:30. I won't know my bike's not there until 6:37. For all I know, that could be on a lorry over to Europe somewhere or whatever by that point. With the Monimoto, I get a ping straight away. I've walked past Emma's bike in the garage before and nudged it, trying to squeeze between my bike and hers, and the Monimoto has kicked off because I've nudged her bike a little, and that's me like walking into a handlebar as I walk past and just getting a bit of a nudge, and that went off. The other thing is as well, these count as a tracker on your insurance. It doesn't bring it down by a lot. I think I saved about 20 to 30 pounds on my insurance this previous year just because I've got a tracker in it. Yes, you could use an AirTag or something similar, but personally I would much rather use a purpose-built device, something that A, will bring your insurance down, B, alarm you when something happens, and C, is built for purpose. Like, it's meant to do this, and it's a set and forget. You don't have to worry about it. They're so cheap and so reliable, and they just work. Plus, it's really small, so it's quite a nice little stocking filler, because Christmas Eve, bro. I'm going to stick a link in the description below to one of these. It is an affiliate link, which means if you buy through that, I get a little bit of a kickback. You can pay for me to buy stuff that I don't get for Christmas after Christmas. Mind you, it's very little money that I get kickback, so it'll take me a long time to save up for my £900 set of wire wheels for my bike. Right, back to me. Thanks for watching. So there we go, that is today's video. Join me again tomorrow for the next day of my 12 days of Christmas, and I'll see you soon.